So in this explainer, we're going to break that choice down and make it simple, clear, and hey, maybe even a little fun. So, have you ever stood in a lumber yard or a home center just staring at all the options and feeling completely and totally overwhelmed? Pine, oak, maple, walnut. If you have, you are in good company. Believe me, it's a classic challenge for every woodworker out there.
And the stakes here are pretty high. Picking the wrong wood can mean your beautiful project ends up warping or splitting. It can totally compromise the whole thing. But getting it right, well, that's the secret that takes your work from just being good to being truly exceptional.
So our goal here is simple. We're going to cut right through all that confusion. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear, simple framework to pick the perfect wood for any project you can dream up. I promise. Okay, so to simplify this whole decision, we need to start with the most fundamental division in the entire world of wood. That's hardwood versus softwood. Understanding this is your first major clue.
First up, let's talk hardwoods. Now, these come from deciduous trees. You know, the ones that lose their leaves every year, like oak and maple. They're usually way denser, much more durable, and they have those beautiful, complex grain patterns we all love. Bottom line, these things are built to last.
And on the other side of the coin, you've got your softwoods. These come from coniferous trees, the evergreens like pine and cedar. As a rule, they're lighter, not as dense, and this is a big one, they're often much easier to cut and shape.
So when you put them side by side like this, the trade-offs become crystal clear, right? Hardwoods give you amazing durability, but usually that comes with a higher price tag and they can be tougher to work with. Softwoods, on the other hand, are easier on the wallet and your tools. So deciding between these two is really your first major filter.
All right, with that foundation in place, let's meet the most common players you're going to find in that lumber aisle. We'll do a kind of a quick fire round here, just to get you acquainted with the big names. Let's kick things off with the one you've definitely seen everywhere, pine. It's the absolute go-to for general construction, and you could argue it's the best friend a new woodworker could ever have. The appeal here is really simple. It's super affordable, and it's very easy on your tools. The trade-off, though, is right there in the name. It's soft. It's going to dent and scratch pretty easily. So it's great for something like a painted bookshelf, but maybe not the best choice for a dining table that's going to see a lot of action.
Next up is cedar. Now listen, if your project is going to live outside, this is a wood you absolutely have to know about. It's a real game changer.
The magic of cedar is that it has this amazing natural resistance to rot and insects. That's what makes it perfect for decks, fences, and outdoor furniture. It's also lightweight and beautiful, but just be aware it can be a little bit pricier than other softwoods. All right, let's jump over to the hardwoods, starting with the absolute workhorse of the group, maple. When your project demands incredible strength and durability, this is where you turn.
Think about things like cutting boards, kitchen cabinets, or furniture that needs to take a beating. Maple is incredibly tough and has this really fine, smooth texture. But that hardness, well, that's what also makes it a bit more challenging to work with.
Of course, you just can't talk about classic furniture without mentioning oak. I mean, it is legendary for its strength and that iconic, powerful grain pattern that you can spot from a mile away.
There's a reason oak has been the gold standard for sturdy furniture and flooring for centuries. It is extremely durable, and it ages beautifully. But just like maple, all that strength means it can be a bit of a challenge in the workshop.
So what if you want to build a real showstopper, a piece that makes people stop and stare? Well, for those special projects, you look to walnut. This is, without a doubt, the premium choice.
Walnut is just prized for its rich, dark color and absolutely stunning grain. And what's interesting is, for a hardwood, it's surprisingly easy to work with. But that exceptional beauty, yeah, it comes with a premium price tag. It is the perfect choice for a piece that's really meant to be an heirloom.
So, you've met the main players, but how do you actually choose between them when it comes time to buy? Well, that's where this simple but really powerful framework comes in. Think of it as your personal toolkit for making the right decision every single time.
It really just comes down to asking yourself 4 simple questions. First, project and location. Is this thing going to live indoors or out? Second, budget. Seriously, how much are you looking to spend? Third, appearance. What color and grain style fits the look you're going for? And fourth, and this one's important, workability. Be honest with yourself about your skill level and the tools you actually have. Answering those 4 questions. That's it. That is the key to narrowing down all those options and making the perfect choice with total confidence. So let's just lock in that final takeaway. So just remember this simple checklist.
Location dictates what you need. Think cedar for outdoors, something like oak for indoors. Balance your budget with the quality you want. Choose a grain and a color that really fits your vision. And finally, pick a wood that matches your experience level. It'll save you a ton of frustration.
And there you have it. You've got the framework. You can now walk into any lumber yard with the confidence to choose the perfect material for your next masterpiece. So, the only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build first?